Kansas. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Kansas Jayhawks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping when Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Oklahoma State's offense will get first crack at it today. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. The seventh play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on third and short. Trying to squeak through the pile. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kansas offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football.
Oh, he found a space on the right. At the 30. He's at the touchdown. Rock
can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just
snags it and he's open. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Took just one play and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Got an alley. Can't get him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run him again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Got his man. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Trying to run. It's Sellers. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They were all over it. Well, that play was supposed to go to the outside.
Well, and the defense knew that too. They saw the sweep right away, got to the out. Listen, if you put those guys in a cage and you set an edge really hard, make that sweep.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the right. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Parker. Makes a grab and room to run. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it on the counter. Here's a little room there. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Tight end now in motion. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. He's got the tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Jayhawks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Tries again to get it in. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
On the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Second down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
He's going to take off, and he is corralled short of the line to gain. The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in. Slips through the line. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Some misdirection with the counter. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chains.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Field shrinks. Tight end throws. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Offense in a split backfield. And they swarm him under. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. 2nd and long here. From the gun. Throws the stop. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Needs it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Hicks. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now we get a timeout call by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd down to the air. The throw. Caught. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. So a quick timeout called by the offense, and if they move efficiently, they might have opportunity to run a play and stop the clock again. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri, taking on the number 7 team, the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's Missouri able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. That victory disappointing by any team's standards.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line.
If I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Hits the hole. It's Sellers. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He's past the marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Thornton. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The fake and wants to throw. Short pass. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He's got it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Powell. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game.
Makes a grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown! offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Play action on first down. Right side, it's Parker. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The sure hands, it's Hicks. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give. And he's brought down after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They give it to him again. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give on the counter. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Fires quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Cowboys come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. There's some room. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Powell. What a cut. Now he's loose. Touchdown, Cowboys. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. Hands it off. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Parker. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Jayhawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the wide receiver. Calls his own number. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations. You give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
After picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Drop the on downs, and that decision will be questioned for a while. Wants to throw to start this drive. Between the hashes, it's Hicks. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So the best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Jayhawks are flying down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Swings it out to the flat. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They'll go to the air. Rush is on. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Jayhawks in the hurry up. Second down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Into the end zone for 6. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was, oh, and they blocked it. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Kansas will take a timeout. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Now the Jayhawks have exhausted their complement of timeouts. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Turning it on. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Driven back. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. It's inside. It's Cole. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Left side is Hicks. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from it.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never